All right, we should be live right now. All right, shalom, shalom. First things first, I'm going to give our honor and praise unto Yahweh.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, 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 Ba'ashem.
Say Barakati Howell, Barakati El Shai, Barakati Howell, Barakati El Shai, Barakati Howell, Barakati El Shai, Bashim Chakodash. And we give double honors to our apostles and our elders, which are apostle elders, a great millstone, which feeds us with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding through the spirit and power of Yahbashim El Shai. Let's jump right into it. This is a New Year's Eve. We're just jumping in the quick spirit to show that the time we in now, we're getting ready to see. We already know the name of the year is what? Apostates, fallouts, and spies. All right, we got a lot of guys that are turning their back on the gospel, and they're showing themselves that they were never of us, man. All right, so that's the time we at now, because the Lord has planted this truth. This truth has germinated, and now it's getting ready. It's bearing forth fruit. All right, and the fruit is what? The understanding of prophecy, going into the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And the time that we in now is a separation. Go ahead, my brother.
All right, man, because they're the digital Tower of Babel is almost done being built.
That's right.
All right, which we all know what happened to the first one. Now, the first one was confounded. This one will be confounded and also
destroyed.
Destroyed. See, so what they're doing, it's a futile thing anyway. What they're doing is the main thing is pointless, because they're not going to be able to enjoy it. Because the only nation that will live for all eternity is Jacob. So Esau gave up immortality. He gave it up. He never wanted it. Hey,
right. That's right. So this is out of the what the Bible is all about, Bible Handbook, NIV edition. All right, and it's on reaping and sowing. It says a man reaps what he sows. Galatians 6 and 7. You can pull that too. It says, and then we can get precepts off that. It says if we sow to the spirit, we shall reap a spiritual harvest. If we sow to the flesh, the lower appetites, we will reap mortal weakness. And then you can also get also Galatians 6, 7, and 8. So the same thing you see happening now is guys are sowing to the what? To the flesh. That's why the title or the name of the year is Apostates, Fallouts, and Spies, man. Okay, because the main point is you got guys that are spying out our liberty in Yahweh Shai. We're not saying anything out of the blue. We're not saying anything to hurt nobody. We're not saying it's hurting these people because it's the mindset that you see them having, man. All right, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, because well, these agents, spies, and apostates, they are spots in our feast.
That's right.
They were never a part of the feast. They were never supposed to eat of this anyway.
What to say, unworthily?
I was just yep, man. So they ate of the Passover unworthily, man. And that will lead to their destruction, man. This is yep, this is let's get well, hey, this is James 1 and 22. It says, but be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves.
And doers is also going into what? Knowing the name, knowing the prophecy, because it says the spirit of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy.
Right.
So if you don't have that prophecy, you're not diving into the spirit, man. Because everything these other guys are pushing, it's almost a cookie cut PG type of Israelite. You know, now it's you can induct everybody else in it. You know, the Lord loves everybody. Come on, man. Come on. The time we at now is that these other nations have shown that they're adverse against the scriptures, man.
Right.
They're
Yep.
not they're not pushing the truth of the earth. Look the small caps. The small
Mhm.
caps you already see it's Pink City. They allow those things in there. So come on, man, they defile the land.
Mhm. Because because in the book of either Ezra's or Nehemiah, when we was building the second temple,
Con,
rebuilding it, right? when we when we was building it, man, heathen came up, Sambalot came up with the rest of the other heathen and said, "Hey, we seek your God as you do."
you have no part of
Uh, Yeshua said, "We will build a temple to our power. You don't have no part in this at all." So when did that change?
con.
It never changed because in the book of what's that? John 4, the woman at the well,
Con.
Yahweh Shah said to her, uh, yep, here it is. This is John 4 and 7. It say, "There cometh a woman of Samaria to draw water.
Mm-hmm.
Yahweh Shah said unto her, give me to drink, for his disciples were going away unto the city to buy meat.
Mm-hmm.
Then said the woman, it says, then said the woman of Samaria unto him, How is it that thou, being a Jew, askest drink of me, which am a woman of Samaria? For the Jews have no dealings with the Samaritans. Yahushua answered and said unto her, If thou knewest the gift of Yahweh,
Mm-hmm.
and who it is that said to thee, Give me drink.
Because now you seeing, because what did the Lord tell us? He said, if you love me, feed my sheep.
Yep,
So Jake's not realizing the gift that's coming out of this truth. It's a gift to know the MOTB.
yep,
Because these things were taking place way before Jake even knew these things would even come to pass, man.
mm-hmm.
The third woe, that's a gift because you're knowing, because it says, what does it say? Knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy
Tell
time.
thy time. Yep.
So if you don't have that, then guess what? You're gonna be caught up.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be caught up. That's the mindset of not having the fullness of the gospel. And the
Mm-hmm.
gospel is not, oh yeah, you can this is a all inclusive. No, it's not all inclusive, man. Nothing is all inclusive. Nature itself don't allow certain. You don't see a caribou running with lion.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You don't see that.
Nope.
So it's
Because
admirable. Go ahead, bro.
remember when we going into the land of Canaan, Yahweh said what? Slay all of them. He said, slay all the Canaanites in the land of Canaan. Did Jake do that? No, they didn't.
Come.
See, man. So, man, hey, man. It say, uh, yep, give me to drink thou wouldest have asked of him.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, thou would have asked of him, and he would have given thee the living water. The
See the
woman,
truth.
yep, yep. It say, the woman said unto him, Sir, thou hast nothing to draw with, and the well is deep. From whence thou has, it says, from whence thou hast that living water. So she didn't know what the living water was.
Yeah.
It say, thou art greater, art thou greater than our father Jacob, which gave us the well and drank thereof himself and his children and his cattle. Yahweh Shah answered and said unto her, Whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again, but whosoever drink, says, but whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him, he shall never thirst. Meaning this is
So
all you gonna
that's
want.
showing you that because it says stir up thy pure minds, though you once knew this.
Yeah.
So that's because we've tasted of the water that you never thirst again. We
Mm-hmm.
come back, Lord willing, we be a part of that number. We come back in that reincarnation to
Yep.
taste of that water, to renew that water, refresh that. Why do they call it refreshing?
Mm-hmm.
What does it mean to be refreshed? If you refresh your screen, does that mean it's a brand new screen?
Nope,
No,
it's the
it's the same.
same screen.
See,
It's
see,
it's
see.
just been refreshed because the name has been what refreshed. It's
Mm.
the same name.
But it's just been what? It's been reinvigorated. It's
Yep.
been reinvigorated.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
See.
So and it say, whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst.
Mm-hmm.
But the water I shall give him shall be in him a well
So
of
it's
water springing into
so
everlasting
that's
life.
showing you that the water is not talking about a physical outside cup of water. It's
Mm-hmm.
talking about, it says the spring shall be in him. That means what? The knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. So us doing these lessons, us going into the scriptures, is a form of that spring that's been in us.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how you see. Because what Great Millstone has the most videos, bar none, man.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, bro.
This is I'm gonna jump on down. It say verse 21. Yahweh saith unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship Yahweh.
Mm-hmm.
So so he told her, he said, hey, you are not a part of this.
Come.
It say, ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him.
So you see that key part in that is seek it.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't wake ourselves up to the knowledge we were sought after, man.
Right.
See, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Plus the heathen, they ain't even they are not seeking for the kingdom. They are not seeking for the truth.
Mm.
What else you say again?
I got this. I'm gonna finish this off. It says the harvest. It says the harvest will not be according to how much we know, but how much we sow. See, it says we may have a large supply of seed in the barn of the mind, but unless it is planted in subtile soil, it will bear no harvest.
Mm.
So you got a lot of. That's why a lot of this thing is not taking root in Jake. And now we come into a time where those hard things are taking place. You see,
Yeah.
they're taking place, and Jake's coughing it up for a bag, man. What's a bag gonna profit you, man?
Nothing at all.
You're gonna attract attention that you need not attract. It says,
Because
go ahead, bro.
plus it say hold on. Let's get Mark 8:36. Mark 8:36. It say, for what shall it profit a man that he should gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? So they they got the bag. So they chose the bag over the crowns of life and immortality. Mm. Wow.
What it say?
Wow.
Corruptible crowns.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they chose a corruptible crown over the everlasting crown.
Come on. That's why the time we are now is the MOTB is really necessary.
Mm-hmm.
It's necessary because we're gonna really see what that's gonna be the fire that tries all of us. You know,
Yep.
you can say you gold, but unless you can prove that gold status, you just pretended. It's
Right.
word of mouth. Just like somebody say that they're the baddest and the baddest. What does it say? Bad MF. You know, I'm the baddest, but you never fought nobody.
Right.
You never proved that. You never solid. What is a championship belt? A championship belt is to solidify who is the pound. What does it say? Pound for pound.
Mm-hmm.
So the MOTB is going to show who's the pound for pound elect, man.
Right.
That means that they're going to go through every bout of difficulty and everything of shortness, slackness. Because Jake can talk now, but what happens when you miss a couple meals, man?
Right.
That's a
Mm-hmm.
different type of atmosphere, man.
Yep.
You know, you got guys that are still celebrating these off days. Hey, we'll take the days off, but at the end of it, you got to think they're, you know what I'm saying, they're pushing the vibration of folly.
Mm-hmm.
And I got some more on this if you want me to get it.
Go ahead.
It says, but unless it is planned in subtle soil, it will bear no harvest. Sow the seed of thoughts in word and deeds. Yahweh's words always bring forth seed after its kind.
Mm.
Mm.
Wow. Hold on.
I'll read it one more time. It says, sow the seed of thoughts in word and deeds. Yahweh's words always bring forth seed after its kind. So this truth, it breathes. That's why it says the sheep heareth my voice.
Yep.
Follow me, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Right, man. So the only ones that will believe in his word is the flock of Yahweh Shai. It's the sheep, the elect. That's it. That's who, because that's who this word is for. It's for them.
Yeah, these are love letters, man.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what Paul was writing. They were writing because it says Paul was taught by the Lord Himself in the Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
So Paul was writing love letters to the churches because the same thing. What did John do? What was John saying? He was saying to the what? To the churches.
Mm-hmm.
And that's showing you that it was the same spirit because Yahweh Shai was speaking to Paul, and then John was being spoken to and being given revelation. And
Mm-hmm.
guess what? It was speaking to the churches.
Yep.
And then how do we know that? Going back to the time when Yahweh Shai told Peter, it says, what? If you love me, feed my
Feed my
sheep.
sheep.
Because what are those churches? They're a representation of the sheep.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So by the Apostle Paul writing those epistles to the churches, he was feeding them.
Mm. And that's what we're doing today.
Right. But we're doing the electronic epistles.
Yeah. Everything is fast. We don't have to
Mm-hmm.
write letters and they pick up our letters and somebody read it because at the end of the day, we're giving it to what? You might feed one, two sheep, but you're still feeding the sheep.
Right. Yep. Because it don't matter if you only get if you only get one of you hey you you fed the sheep.
Yeah, yeah. It says what? Prophesying to the wind.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yep.
know?
So you took your one talent and you flipped it and got another one.
Yeah. What it say? This is the spiritual Nasdaq, man.
Mm-hmm.
And it says many devices. Oh, hold on. It says sow the seed of your life in the soil of this. Man, this is heavy right here, bro. It says sow the seed of your life in the soil of the spirit, not the soil of the flesh. In the spirit, it will honor Yahweh, but in the flesh, the seed will rot and bear forth corruption.
Mm. Cool. Hold on. One more time, please. Bubba.
Con, it says, sow the seeds of your life in the soil of the spirit, right? Not the soil of the flesh. In the spirit, it will honor Yahweh, but in the flesh, the seed will not bring forth. So like it says, but in the flesh, the seed will rot and bring forth corruption. The spirit bring forth only good fruit, the flesh only evil.
Mm.
Damn.
Let me say what? The spirit is indeed willing, but the flesh
But
is
the
weak.
flesh is weak.
Come on, man. Wow, man. Mm.
It's heavy.
Man, so remember in Romans 7, the Apostle Paul said, would he hate doing?
He does.
Right. No, let me say that. Yeah. Let me say he said what he want to do, he don't do it. But what he hate doing, he do it. He said, I don't understand myself. I know what I should be doing, but I don't do it. But what I hate doing, I do it.
Mm-hmm.
And we know exactly how he feels. Shit.
That's right. It says many deceive themselves by saying, it doesn't matter what I sow if I am sincere. Would that be good advice for a farmer? So
Mm,
it says
mm, Now, hold on. Hold on real quick. I'm gonna look something up.
Con.
What type of seed should a farmer plant? Okay, a farmer should plant seeds based on their local climate, right?
See? Yep.
Soil, pest, choosing high quality, high yield varieties like hybrids for performance or heirlooms. For seed saving, prioritizing disease and pest resistance. Mm. Hold on. Hold on real quick.
Hold on. I should be back. Hold on.
Hold on, argument. Hold on. Okay. I typed in, can a farmer plant any type of seed? It says no.
Salak, your brother.
Con. It says, so I went on Google and I typed in, can a farmer plant any type of seed? It says no, a farmer cannot plant any type of seed. As restrictions due to its patents, genetically modified traits, legal contracts.
That's GMO.
Yeah. But still, a farmer just can't plant any type of seed, man. So you can't come with any old type of doctrine. You got to come with the right doctrine.
That's right. That's why Jake is corrupted now.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're coming with a doctrine that's foreign. It's just like a foreign antibody comes into the body and the body has to reject it. That's why the same words that says the sheep know of my voice. Because
Right.
those of the Lord, they gonna hear the voice, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna follow after the BS that's going on. Hey, Jake, Jake that's doing now, that's just that means the door is shut.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be that's another title to the lesson. But the door is shut, man. Jake
Mm-hmm.
ain't, Jake don't have easy access to the truth now. You got a lot of the groups that are very mainstream. What ISUPK, IUIC, all these other groups. And if you tangle yourself in that, that's a trap, man.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And it says many deceive themselves by saying it doesn't matter what I sow if I am sincere. Would that be good advice for a farmer?
Mm.
It says self life. It says self life will never produce the fruit of the spirit. Sowing and reaping are agricultural terms. The Christian work is not likened to a salesman or merchant, but to a farmer. It says Christians' work is not buying and selling, but sowing and reaping. When dealing with the souls, we are not merchants. We are not just fixed. It says we're not to fix over run down lives, but we are to plant the living word. Paul bore in the body the slave marks of Yahushua. These were the marks of what? Because that's the mark of ownership. That's what
Mm-hmm.
it says here. It says the mark of ownership. I belong to another. The Greek word stigma means a brand, a mark, sometimes burnt into the face, body, or arm of a slave or criminal. It says,
Mm.
what were Paul's stigma? They were scars he had received by persecution, hardships he had endured from Mashiach. So that's the same thing we're doing now. Did we not endure the BS with Polite, all these things that
Yep.
even guys are bringing up now, man?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And they always bring up the same shit constantly. The same shit. They this, they that. Like, come on, man, really? So every time they get a rebuke and caught lacking, they gon' they gonna bring up the shit
Yeah.
every time. What else you got?
Oh, that's it on that, bro.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Let me read the rest of this. And it says, the weather. It says the rough hands of the laborer tells that he is the slave of a hard toil. The weather-beaten face of a sea captain, the wounds of a soldier, the lines of the mother's brow are all honorable. The slave's marks of Mashiach speak first of the changed character, and second the labor of love for him. And that's what we're doing now, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're telling Jake. This is a labor of love, man. We're not asking Jake to believe at this time, man. We've given enough out there. There's enough truth out there, enough videos. We in the time of really, hey, we batten down the hatches, man. The storm is coming.
Yep.
It says it's gonna beat on that house, man. You got to make
Mm-hmm.
sure the house is on solid ground and not sand.
Right. Yeah, because they passed a decree that basically if you're speaking on the overthrowing of the U.S. government and all that, you're gonna be labeled a terrorist, and you can do time in prison. So persecution is on the way, man. That's the storm that's going, man. So that's the storm that's coming, man. Persecution. See, that's all we're saying, man. Get yourself ready before it's too late, because the famine of the word is around the corner.
That's right.
So when you don't see the prophets on the street no more, what you gonna do?
That's right. That's right, brother.
So,
Because they've been having access to this truth, and it's been
mhm,
willy nilly.
yep.
It's been willy nilly. Now it's coming to a time where it's not going to be available as readily as it has been before. You
Right.
know?
Because they say, well, there should be a crop of wine in the streets.
Yep. And that wine is this truth.
Yep.
You know, and
It say,
wine,
yep.
and the wine is what good for the stomach, good for
Mm-hmm. Yep.
you know. So this truth is a benefit to us, you know, to those that are really digested, man. You know,
Mm.
and that's, you know, we come in the spirit of, man. So hey, that's all I got, my brother.
Hey, Aki, man, the persecution is on the way, man. You must be willing to give your life for this because you're going to be raised back up anyway.
Man, to glory,
Exactly. Yep.
glory.
Because because we would just be because we would just hold on, because we will be just like Yahushua.
Mm.
He lives, he lives forever, right? The same thing is going. Hey, man, we're gonna live forever, just like him.
He said, "Where I sit, you shall sit with me."
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
it's not. That's a glory that's set for us. You
Yeah.
know, really, it's the Lord's story anyway. So we ain't bring ourselves here. You know what I'm saying? We were brought here.
Right. Yep.
But yeah, that's the main point, brother.
So, hey, Aki, man, stay strong, man. We almost home. Persecution is on the way. The famine of the word is around the corner,
That's right.
and the doors of mercy is closing.
Man, shut.
Because remember who closed the door of the ark? Yahweh did.
Crown.
So who's going to close this door? Yahweh Shemashah will.
Yeah.
Right, man. So with that, we say Shalom.
Shalom.